How's it going, everybody? It is currently 5 a.m. I woke up 3 hours ago to take my wife to the airport. Only got a couple hours of sleep and not going to get any sleep after this because I have to go to work and it's going to be a long day of work and then a long day of editing videos and other stuff. But yeah, sorry, it is ghetto out here and it is like 3 a.m. But I'm gonna head home. I want to work out. I really want to work out this morning, but I'm just not gonna have enough time. I'm not gonna get back in town until 7:30, and then I work at 8. So yeah, sucky timing, but we're just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try and work out after work today, and just make the best out of today. But I'm exhausted, and I'm running out of time. But that's the plan. Today's a new month. It is September 2nd, and we're just gonna try and do our best to get back on track and to accomplish our goals this month and to fix our life. And yeah, a lot of negativity, a lot of mental strongholds, lots of issues, but I'm trying to work through them and do better, and trying to get back to prayer, getting back to meditation, getting back to living present, just all these things. It's things that I used to practice and things I need to start practicing again and learning again, and I just need to do better. But
years ago, I tried to end my life. I was depressed, anxious, lonely, angry. I was traumatized. I saw no way out. I escaped that hell by finding God and getting on self-improvement, only to fall down to hell again when life got crazy. Now I am changing my life for good and teaching everything I've learned along the way.
okay, I have to get going for work, but really quickly, I wanted to show off this month's habit tracker. So this is the new month of September. Our goal is still 60%. We didn't reach it last time. We only got like 45. Same habits. Yesterday, I did not count because it was a holiday for one, and we had family obligations. And for two, I was with my wife. It was my last day with my wife before she goes to Israel, and it was the only day I had with her, and I had a lot to do and a lot of things I had to go do, and I was just spending time with her. So I didn't really have a chance to do all the habits. And of course, like usual, I sabotage when I didn't do all of them. But so not counting yesterday, I don't think that's fair. In fact, I might even just make today day 27 just because of how it all worked out. So I might not even count that as day 27 because I didn't record yesterday. So, but yeah, my wife is at the airport. Actually, I think her plane just left. And so it is just me now. I am alone with you guys for 10 days. I'm not gonna lie, I missed her already, but I'm holding out strong. It's gonna be really lonely coming home from work tonight to nobody except my cat. But I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna go hardcore on videos on all 3 channels. I'm gonna go beast mode and just go crazy and do all the good habits. So that's the plan. I gotta go. I am very much about to be late for work. So I will see you guys after work, hopefully at the gym. All right, it is currently 6:25 p.m. I got off work just a little bit ago, still in my uniform, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking off for the past hour, and I'm gonna go on a little run, and then I'm gonna do some lateral raises, some push-ups at home. The gym's gonna be packed right now, and as much as I really, really want to work out at the gym right now, it's just gonna be chaotic recording, and I'm kind of black-pilled about not recording, because then it's like, it's really a bad thing that I've built up since starting this series. Is I constantly feel like if I'm not recording, then there's no point in doing it. There's no point in working out, and there's no point in meditating or doing anything in my day. So it's kind of a problem, but also I'm going to weaponize this to my advantage and go on a run and hold myself accountable to that and do a little bit of a workout at home. And then after that, we're going to do some focus work after I take a shower. I'm going to work on a video, and then going to make dinner. Might make a protein shake. I don't know. Not in the mood, but I know I probably should get some protein in. And at that point, call it a day. say what you want about me missing the gym this morning, but that workout I just did, although not very productive, like tangibly, was actually pretty mentally difficult. And I've always kind of said that we should be training like strength, obviously, but then also have like a CrossFit type workout that is actually really mentally challenging and really mentally something that like actually pushes you mentally. Because honestly, lifting, like, very minimal mental effort. I mean, you either hit failure or you don't, and if you don't, then but like with a CrossFit workout, with something that requires endurance and just continually going, even at a lower pace, even at lower effort, I mean, yeah, you can kind of do that with a gym, but then if you do it with a gym, it's just CrossFit at that point. So it's funny because once I started going to the gym, I completely stopped training that way. I completely stopped training like actually difficult. But like my whole childhood, my whole life, I was an athlete, and I trained very difficult. I ran a lot. I did a lot of running, a lot of abs. And ever since I started going to the gym, I've neglected that kind of training, and it's made me kind of weak mentally. And so, as somebody who's neglected it, we should stop neglecting that kind of training, because it actually is very difficult. So, oh man, it's just something that I was reminded of by that. I absolutely hate protein shakes, but honestly, it's probably a good idea that I do have one, just for the calories and the protein. Desperately need it. This is what I use, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. I use Body Fortress. Honestly, not the best quality, but it is pretty cheap, and you can find it pretty much anywhere. This is what we have in here. This is my supplement corner. We have the Celsius packets, which are very convenient. Just add it to water. We have this pre-workout that I was showing off the other day. We have, of course, creatine, which I will probably put in my protein shake. We have another protein back there that is very cheap quality. But the only reason why I got this one, it's the Levels protein powder. The only reason why I got that one was because it was at a discount store for ridiculously cheap, and it's a Costco brand, but it's not very good quality, to be honest. It's protein isolate, not protein concentrate. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of that pre-workout. I tried it at the store, and I'm so excited to try it. I would try it right now if it wasn't for me needing to sleep in about 2 hours, but tomorrow morning we're going to try it. We're going to see how it affects our workout. We're going to get back on track. But we're going to have to rinse out this shaker because it's been sitting here for a long time. It has not been touched. So we're going to have to go ahead and rinse it off. But something I wanted to discuss while I do this is spiritual peace. So a lot of us subconsciously kind of long for the spiritual peace that we had when we were kids. When we were kids, we had a lot of peace in life, just like existential peace. And again, what I mean by existential peace is like peace that you just have like on a baseline level, peace that you just have every day, that, you know, you still get anxious or fearful about certain things, but overall your existence doesn't have fear. You're not in like a fight or flight existence. You're just naturally pretty chill and present in the moment. And that's how we were as kids. And the reason why I bring this up is because every now and then, now I'm not going to lie, I have not been close to God for a very long time. In fact, I find it very difficult to call myself a Christian. But I still feel a little bit of spiritual peace every now and then, just a little glimpse of it. And it's funny because even before I was Christian, I still felt a lot of that spiritual peace from time to time. And it's something that we all kind of feel. But for the most part, our existence is very, very anxiety filled and fear filled, and something that I've been neglecting very much that has really much helped with that is prayer. Prayer is such an important habit, and I've been neglecting it, and that's a big reason why I don't have much spiritual peace anymore. And at the same time, spiritual peace comes from everything. You can have spiritual peace. You can have spiritual peace by working out. You can have spiritual peace by meditating and increasing your attention span, improving your attention span. Journaling can give you spiritual peace because you're putting your anxious thoughts on paper and like kind of taking them off your mind. But prayer, for some reason, when you pray to God, like genuinely praying, not just like a 30-second Our Father who art in heaven kind of prayer, but like an actual genuine prayer to God, for some reason you just feel so much peace after. And It's so important, but it's such an easy thing to neglect because you feel like it's a waste of time. I mean, how many times I've neglected praying to God because I felt like I didn't have the time or I didn't have the dedication, the resources to allocate, the energy to allocate into that. I just need to be doing better. A lot of times we feel like our life is miserable and we're depressed or we're anxious or our life is like in fight or flight or our life is just messed up. We don't feel good about ourselves. But so little of that is external and so much of that is internal. And so much of that is just things that we could solve if we just consistently went to the gym, consistently journaled, consistently meditated for our attention span, consistently prayed to God, and consistently ate healthy and not food that gives us brain fog and fatigue and makes us tired and mentally dead and stupid. And it's like these things are so important and we neglect it. Even people who claim to be on self improvement neglect these things and don't actually do them consistently. They're all just red pill alpha males who end up eventually, once they get any kind of success in life, neglecting these habits which are actually very important for you. We live in a modern society where we have to do these habits to actually feel better. And no matter what, prayer always helps. I mean, that's never changed. Prayer has always been something that we need to do. Life is hard. I'm not going to lie. It's not easy, but we can make it so much easier for ourselves if we just put in a little more effort, a little more intention, a little more care into our lives. If we just like didn't doom scroll and played video games all day after work and school, then maybe our life would actually feel like it has more meaning. Maybe we could actually go to work in the morning and not feel depressed and anxious and miserable because we actually have a life outside of work. And then you might say, oh, but how do you have a life outside of work? You just do it. You just get off your butt and do it and like put the intention in. Cut out Instagram, cut out YouTube, cut out video games, turn off your computer, and then do something else. That's how you have to go about it. Anyways, we're using Costco milk and Body Fortress protein, 1 scoop plus creatine, which I should probably get. But yeah, that's going to be the next course of action. Making sure I am praying. That is the next area of focus in this series. Kind of reaching the end of this. Might have to invest in some more creatine soon. But yeah, just something that was on my mind. I mean, we're all struggling. We're all anxious. We're all depressed. We all have these symptoms. I mean, 99% of us do. 100% of us have some kind of issue that we're dealing with. I mean, just everybody does. I mean, there's no denying that. But that's life. It's a journey, and a journey that you have to embark on and decide that, you know, you're tired of being miserable, you're tired of your life sucking, and actually starting your life, actually going on adventures, actually going on hikes, actually meditating, actually praying, like actually putting intention into this life. This is something that we all need to start doing. We need to start living life instead of just letting it pass us by, because I promise, oh my gosh, the past 3-4 years of my life, 5 years of my life has gone by so quickly. We can't be just letting life pass by. We can't be living for work. We can't be wasting it on doom scrolling, wasting it on pleasure, wasting it on instant gratification, parties, degeneracy, watching TV, watching our favorite shows. I mean, yes, I understand some of us take pleasure in that. And every once in a while, that's fine. But your life on instant gratification is going to be a lot less overall happy and fulfilling and content and joyful than a life centered on delayed gratification and long-term fulfillment over instant fulfillment, instant pleasure. Oh my gosh. This shaker is really, really annoying sometimes. Oh my gosh, why can't you get on there, man? Brother. Oh my gosh, Lord help me. There you go. All right. Man, I probably should have just used a blender for this one. Oh, I could have made a. Oh. Yeah. I could have just made a protein shake with the blender. And it would have been a lot more mixed well. It would have been mixed a lot better. And it would have been. I could have made it with ice cream. Since we have like 4 tubs of ice cream in the freezer. That would have been a lot more logical. But clearly, logic is not my strong suit. Let's see how it tastes. Hopefully, I'm in the camera shot. I think that'll be good. Maybe. We'll see. Ooh. I've never liked the taste of this. I'll be straight up with you. Also, it is not mixed very well at all. Nothing like swallowing big chunks of white bits of protein powder. That is a little bit better. I can live with that. All right, we're gonna go do some focus work on one of the videos for the other channel. Even though I really, really don't want to, I want to just relax and I don't know. I miss my wife. That's all I've been thinking about this whole time. And yeah, I'm gonna try and get some work done for about an hour, and then make some dinner. Probably just gonna make something quick, and then I might pray for like 5 minutes because I missed the habit this morning. I might meditate for 5 minutes too, just so I can clear the habit on the habit tracker. Because for the habit tracker, we don't really need to do that much. We have to do learning block, but I can do learning block while I sit on the couch. I can bring my notepad and just sit on the couch and get ready for bed, listening to a podcast or something. I'm good to go. So we're not too far off the habit tracker today. Yes, I am including the run and the little home workout in the habit tracker as the gym workout. Fight me. What are you going to do about it? I'm thinking, I don't know what it's called. Sliced beef for dinner. This with Panera mac and cheese. Golden. Got your carbs, got your protein. I've never had this before, but apparently it's a thing. Apparently it's already pre-cooked and everything. All right, I am doing my learning block. I'm watching Isaiah Saldivar and eating my dinner and then calling it a night. So, habit tracker should be pretty much good today. I'm fairly certain. I guess I didn't do gratitude, but I'll do gratitude really quick here. Why not?